I feel like I'm starting this video like Cody Rhodes almost like, so what do you want to talk about? You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm about to finish the story or something like that, but that's not either there. Welcome back to Nets Republic. Make sure you subscribe and all that fun stuff. Last night because it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, the Brooklyn Nets got clapped by Philly, and saving y'all an hour-long Ben Simmons rant. Ben Simmons was in street clothes, not playing Philly. No Ben Simmons to be seen. I mean, we don't even mention him in the telecast anymore because it's like the whole Ben Simmons is going to play Philadelphia again. Like, that's not even a headline anymore. Like, it's more entertaining to see like what Claxton and Embiid are going to get involved in that head-to-head matchup than whatever Ben Simmons is up to or whatever, which I find honestly hilarious and proves about 6 of my points, but that's not here or there. But yeah, I'm sure Philly fans are just yucking and just having a good old time saying, oh, he's not even playing. I'm sure that's very humorous to them, but that's not here or there. The reason why we lost, outside of the fact that Joel Embiid is the MVP, and aside from the fact that Tyrese Maxey is really, 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 really good, and I don't think I've ever really realized that until now. It's like how, like, out of nowhere, like, Jason Tatum is like a consensus like top 10 player, and it's like, when did that start? Like, when did Jason Tatum become top 10? It's just the weirdest stuff be happening in the league, but that's not here or there. But yeah, Tyrese Maxey's playing really well, and you're wondering who's guarding him. The answer is Spencer Dinwiddie. So that should tell you right there why that man dropped almost 30. You know what I mean? And I know that the NBA defense right now is full of Mike Woodson switching and stuff like that. Like, I completely understand that. Like, it's not man-to-man like it is at your local YMCA or something of that nature. Like, I completely understand that. Like, I'm not a total idiot. But it's just at the same time, if, you're starting out, and I'm sure everyone in the locker room is like, yo, I got so-and-so, I got so-and-so, I got so-and-so. I would like to think that the matchup was indeed, point guard versus point guard. I would assume that that's what they went into the game scouting, and that's what they went into the game assuming they were finna handle. And they did no such thing. Obviously, Joel Embiid is going to do his thing. Keeping him inefficient is fascinating. It doesn't result in winning, but it is fascinating. And I say shout out to Claxton for having an efficient night. We don't feature you as much as we should, but shout out to you for doing well and doing your job. So shout out to Claxton for that. Almost had a double-double. That's great. Joel Embiid almost had a triple-double, but that's not even there. But it's just like, shout out to everyone who is doing their job well. And, I could take this time to sit here and, go up and down the roster of who did what, who did this, who did what, who did this. But I feel like that is doing a disservice to basically everyone. So I'm going to keep this video as short as humanly possible because there's really only one thing we need to be discussing, and it is hammering home the fact that we need to address this playmaker thing. Now, y'all are going to sit there and say, Sever, this is video number 4. Well, I'm going to keep saying it until we address it because I am so serious. With Dennis Smith Jr. hurt now, like, someone has to run this team. And as amazing as Lonnie Walker is, I don't look at him and say backup point guard. But that's what Jacques Vaughn has him doing. Him and Royce O'Neal are playing backup point. I mean, there's times where Day'Ron Sharpe is bringing the ball up and initiating the offense. And I'm like, what's happening? Like, it's cool to see Trenton Waffer getting his stuff off or whatever. Like, that's cool. But again, I don't want to see him bringing the ball up the court, initiating plays. Someone has to run this team. And while, again, it's amazing that Lonnie Walker's going to get the cool dunks over the entire Philly, like that's great. You dunked on 5 people. It was a cool moment, but we were down 20. Like, I think a simple way to try to sum this up is the same thing that we do every year. Oh, if the Nets were able to be 100% healthy, we could really get a sample size. Like, at what point are we going to have that Michael Jackson man in the mirror moment where we have to accept, as an organization, We have to accept as a collective Brooklyn Nets organization. I know we're just the fans, but hypothetically, just as an organization, that we cannot keep putting people in position to be the main cog and engine of our team if they are never going to play. Now, we don't have a coach that is going to implement a system or who is going to take the reins of anything to make up for the fact that we really have a bunch of score-first dudes out there. We don't have a coach that has some type of, like, we don't have a Greg Popovich, right? We don't have a Nick Nurse, which I can't believe I'm putting him in that same category, but that's not here nor there. We don't have an Eric Spoelstra, right? We don't have a Thibodeau, right? We have Jacques Vaughn. Right? So if there is not someone out there to run this team on the court, then like nothing positive is coming from it. Like, am I making sense here? Nothing positive is going to come from this. Jacques Vaughn might call a timeout if he remembers he's coaching. But like outside of that, he'll just sit there and just watch them go down 30, and he'll just be stroking his beard saying, "Oh, I wonder what I want for Christmas." You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, wake up, dude. But again, we're in this type of a situation where, you know, you got a cast of characters. Some are injured, some are not, but the job's not getting done, and it's because no one's running the team. Now, there is one individual who could at any point step up. I mean, this is a perfect time to do so. There's no Cam Thomas. There's no Dennis Smith. This is a perfect opportunity for this individual to step up and do his job and have a pulse of some kind. That individual who I'm referring to is Cam Johnson. Bro, whenever you want to do something, tag in. Like, bro, at any time you want to do something, you just let me know. I mean, can he not handle the ball? Can he not set up plays or something? Can he not get people the ball when they need it? Or is he just Joe Harris with curlier hair, with a tighter curl pattern? Because I'm trying to figure out what he does. I just want to know. I just want to know, what does he do? Because it's not hit a three. It's not play defense. It's not facilitate the ball. Is it just cardio? Because if that's all it takes to get a max contract, sign me up today. If you just got to be tall and have good cardio, then, you know, I'm just one shy of the equation here. And my hair's better. Like, at any moment, he wants to step up and do something. Do it. Do it. And I don't think I'm out of pocket for asking him to do anything. I don't think that's a crazy request. Wow, that request pushed me down the stairs. I don't think that's a crazy request. That's not me being delusional. That's not me grasping for straws. That's me asking for the bare minimum. Again, if Spencer Dinwiddie, and he has moments where he sets people up and it's really cool, but we all know he wants that long two mid-range step back. Like, if Ryan Ruocco is talking trash, something's got to give. You got Mikal Bridges, who just learned how to shoot threes again, so shout out to him for that. You know, let him do his offensive thing, right? Let him do his offensive thing, play defense, be discount Kawhi, do your thing, right? Royce O'Neal and Finney Smith, however they, you know, allocate their minutes and such or whatever. I think the idea that you want to, like, Draymond Green them is a little weird, you know? But, you know, cool. I say let them do their nasty defense rebound thing, right? Claxton, Day'Ron Sharpe, let them get the rebounds and the blocks. They seem to be very good at that. Shout out to them, right? And what confuses me about the Cam Johnson thing is he's a literal max, but like we gave him the max. Do y'all know how much money he's making? And if it's not like the actual, like, here y'all go in the comments, Severus, not the actual max. We just gave him 100. Yeah, he's making like the mega millions as his contract. So that's a max in my book. If it's not an actual by definition max, you'll have to excuse me. But when I look at the lottery numbers and the jackpot and I see Cam's friggin' contract, that's a max to me. There's a chance I will never see in my life in my bank account what he is making right now. Dare I say per game. I just feel like if you are not going to defend, if you're going to get cooked defensively, if you can't hit a shot, if you can't make a floater, talk, even Pat Bev made a couple floaters. I want to know, what do you do? Because if you can't shoot, if you can't play D, then all that's left is facilitating, right? I mean, I know we put him at the 4 every now and again, but I mean, he's a guard. There are glaring flaws with this roster, and I cannot wait until Cam Thomas comes back because I just want to have fun again. You know, I'm not having fun right now, and I want to go back to having fun. And watching the Claxton Cam Thomas show is the closest thing to fun I think I'm going to get this entire season. The Nets are starting to act like what we thought they were going to be. And again, here y'all go in the comments. It was the Sixers. It was the Sixers. I just need them to step it up. Now, this next game is going to be against the Hawks. I'm not going because I probably have to work. No, I get off at 5. Should I go? Y'all, should I go? Nah, I'm not going. I'm not going to go. That traffic is going to be trash. That's the day before Thanksgiving. Nah, I'm not. I'm not going to State Farm Arena. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. Not the day before Thanksgiving. Okay, so I'm not going to go, but I'll definitely be watching. Play the Hawks on Wednesday. One or two things are going to happen. Either the Nets are going to play really, really well, and I'm going to get on here, and I'm going to gently slander Atlanta. Or the Hawks are going to play really, really well, and I'm going to get on here and just try to keep my job. So, like, one of the two is going to happen, but I'm interested in seeing the game for obvious reasons. And because I believe it is in Atlanta, I don't have to watch, yes, I can just watch Bally Sports South. I don't have to sit through the corniness of the Nets broadcast. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so sick of Nets on here. Like, I know that's y'all's people, and like during the summer, I'll be missing it a little bit. And when the joint call, I had the da 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 da. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's my joint. But like the dad jokes and the it's so corny. God, that's just so corny. I mess with Sarah Kustok though. Like, that's about it. Like, her and Megan Triplett. That's about the only thing I get out of broadcast. I'm like, oh, cool, the squad's here. Cause like Richard Jefferson and Frank Isola and so it's good. It's gonna be nice to listen to Dominique Wilkins and I don't know that white dude's name, but that guy that talks like that. You know what I mean? You know, so shout out to those two. Can't wait to see a nice. I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name, but he'll do it on the Hawks broadcast. I'm excited to see a Hawks broadcast. But anyway, I'll see y'all Wednesday. Maybe it'll be after the game. Maybe directly. I'm not really sure. Because, again, I get off work at 5. So I might actually get to watch a game live for a change. That'll be great. Maybe. I don't know. I'll see y'all then. It's just like my other video this morning. I'm so bad at outros. I got nothing.